Hey guys, it is me. I am taking some time today. Today is Sunday. This morning I interviewed two people. I'm taking some time today just to sort of walk and enjoy some of this nature, kind of get an idea of where I'm at. Pretty wild, huh? Heading back now to the village from pretty much just exploring the woods for a while. There was two stray dogs that were following me, and I don't know if they're still following me, but if they kind of ran off. If in Russia, there isn't any kind of animal rights like there are in America. So what happens is you have a lot of animals that can just sort of roam as they see fit. No, nobody calls the police on them. There isn't any special government agency that comes to get them or anything. They just do whatever they want. And it took a little while to get used to. But for the most part, these are pretty harmless creatures. They're not, dogs, cats. They're not really after anything. They're just trying to find their next meal. So as long as they're fed, you don't have anything to worry about. I have to say, this trip has been really eye-opening so far. I don't know, man. Life is different now. Things are going to be different for me now. I can't be content with the way life used to be. I really feel now that if I'm not going and striving for things that are pushing me and out of my comfort zone, or out of my limitations, then I'm not living. So this is kind of really the beginning of that journey for me, I would say. It's very eye-opening, very introspective. I think this is kind of really good for not just me, but anybody who maybe is trying to discover, your place in life, your purpose, your passion, what are you put on this earth to do? I always talk about that, but I'm serious. And for me, finding that is a journey in of itself. It's not like I just know what it is. It's a journey. It's a journey, and the road is narrow, with a lot of branches. There's a lot of different ways you can branch off, a lot of different directions you can go. But I think the most important thing is that you just keep going. And as I was saying earlier, there's a lot of different branches, but I thought about it, and I thought, if there is a direction that God wants you to go, it's usually pretty clear, believe it or not. A lot of times we think it's not clear, but it usually is pretty clear when compared to the other options. If you're looking at a road and you see a whole bunch of branches, and you say, well, which of these branches are the direction God wants me to move in? I think you have to look at three sort of criteria for that. The first is, it needs to be something that's selfless. The branch that you take, the road that God has for you, has to be something that it's selfless. It's not about you, it's about other people. It's not about yourself, it's about what can you do for other people to make the world, sort of a better place. The second thing is, it has to be a risk. It has to be something that's really risky, something you aren't quite prepared for, something you don't really know where it's going to lead. It's terrifying, it's scary. It's terrifying, it's scary, and you aren't certain of which direction it's going to take you. It's a risk. That's the second thing. And the third thing is, it has to be a journey of faith. It has to be something that requires you to stretch your faith. Something that requires you to say, hey, I don't know where my next meal is coming from, or I don't know where, I don't know what God plans to do with me as I take each step, but but I'm going to take it because I know this is the direction he wants me to go in. And then you move forward. So it's got to be a risk, it's got to be selfless, and it's got to be something that is faithful, something where you're acting on faith. I really think that if you judge by those three criteria, you will find the path God wants you to walk. And the final thing is that a lot of us get caught up asking, well, how in the world am I going to make that happen? How in the world am I going to walk the path God wants me to walk? It's too, there's so many things I can't figure out. I don't know. Well, you know what? The fact of the matter, I think this is really important, is that you don't ask how. You ask why. You ask why. You say, why? Why is this important? Why does God want me to walk this path? I'm going to spend my time trying to figure out why he wants me to walk instead of trying to figure out how. And I think when you nail that down, when you can understand why it is God is calling you in a particular direction, maybe it's to influence other people, maybe it's because you have an incredible testimony in your life and it's your job to share that, maybe, who knows, but figuring that out, the why, that's gonna get you through the tough spots. Don't worry about how. That's God's job. I really believe that. It's God's job. All right. Talk to you later. Bye.